What's up, y'all? Welcome to Bouqui'S. How you guys doing? You know what we do here? We don't talk about the glitz or the glam. We talk about the grit and the grind, and we bring your favorite people to share with us. So this is the war room where we strategize, where we speak, where we inform, where we educate. And in the house today, I have the one and only Rogedi Baba. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll for the one and only. I knew you were going to start it. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing my best. Sorry, in Bobrisky's voice, Tani Brewer.
Tani Brewer.
But I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing my best to be good. And then this your picture of me behind you. I look like a bartender, but it's all right.
That's the only picture that could show half of your face without cutting it off. No, but welcome to Bouqui'S Place. Welcome to the war room. You know, and I was just sharing before you joined that a lot of times we don't put proper thought to our action. And because of that, we suffer the consequences of that, So I was talking to you on the phone yesterday and you gave me another perspective, that I feel that people need to hear. People need to know because right now, especially the people in the diaspora, all we have is social media to guide us, to show us what is going on. So if all we feed on is fake or false information, we're going to run with that, But if we can get people like you that are in the thick of it, in the middle of it, to give us proper, you might not give us everything, but you just realign us and tell us this is what you guys need to do and all that so we can align. First, I want us to start off with the protests. We'll talk about the protest, the intentionality, and then we'll go from there. You know how we do. So welcome to Bouqui'S Place.
Thank you. But I don't have too much time.
I know.
But anyway, let's go. We'll do what we can do.
Yeah.
We'll do what we can do. So, what's up? How have you been?
I've been fine.
You're looking fresh as usual, but anyways.
Focus. I got that son. We are teaching people about focus. You are losing focus. No, but really, thank you.
I'm more focused than a telescope or binoculars. Don't worry, trust me on that. Okay, so what do you want me to talk on? What you want me to talk?
Okay, so I want you to the protests, to the aftermath, and what is going on.
For me, the protest was it wasn't planned. Obviously, it wasn't planned. So, okay, let me just start by saying, rest in peace to all the people who we lost in this fight. Not just the people we lost on the 20th of October. God rest their soul, but everybody that we've lost to police brutality, and bad governance. Let me put it that way. You understand? To everybody we've lost, and a big shout out to everybody out there who protested in one way or the other, either physically or online. As long as as long as it was, we are all, let me not say we were, as long as we are all fighting for the same thing, seeking the same thing, I say big shout out to everybody out there, which is good governance, which is reforming the police. In fact, once you have good governance, you have everything else follows. Everything else falls in place, because no good father will see things things that are bad in the house and just neglect to fix them. No good. Let me just, I always like to use the parents and the father and the home thing to describe a government, as far as I'm concerned. Once you're the governor, once you're the president, you're the father of the house. So how the condition the house is in is all on you, not on your kids, really, because you are the one that will tell the kids what to do. You are the one that will call the kids to order, and things like that. So big shout out to everybody who is protesting. God bless you all, and we're all asking for the same thing, which is a good and a better Nigeria. And on to the protest. The protest was it was something that was necessary. It was something that was needed. It was something that was inevitable, you know, but nobody knew when it was coming. Nobody knew how it was going to start. But everybody in Nigeria and outside Nigeria knew that something had to change. Something had to give. Something was going to happen. Something that nobody could just keep living the way we live in Nigeria. It's almost like Wobuki. It's almost like unbelievable how we live in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's almost unbelievable. At the point I was always saying that Nigeria is so lawless, it's crazy. That Nigeria is so lawless, sometimes it's crazy. So I keep wondering how come our politicians travel abroad and they're not ashamed. If it's me, if I'm the one running anywhere in Nigeria and the things are as bad as they are, my shame will not let me show my face abroad. I can stay in Nigeria where I'm bullying everybody and using money to cover things. But abroad where I know that the people over there, they know what they're doing. They know what governing a state is. They know how to provide for their people. When I go there, why do they have two heads? No. So me too, and I now carry shoulder. When they're all over social media everywhere, they see that my state is in turmoil. My state, nothing is working. Then me too, and I'll go there and I'll stand with them. United Nations. We all stand and rub shoulder. I will feel like an idiot. I'll feel out of place. But for the fact that a lot of our politicians don't feel like that, that's the big issue. You know, it seems like there's no shame. There's no shame. You can't be running an office and the office is in a terrible shape and you'll be proud of it. How? That's why I said the way we live in Nigeria is, as in, I don't understand it. It's crazy, it's funny, it's stupid at the same time. So something had to give. I've been doing this. I've been about this whole police brutality thing for years. You know, I joined Segalink, I think at about 2017 or 2016 or so. So, and I know a lot of the police people that I've met, the good ones that I've met that I'm friends with. And I always tell them, look, you guys need to try and do something about your boys because there's so much that people can take. There's so much that people can take. I kept saying that there's so much that people can take. No need to go into the chase a goat to the wall to turn around and chase you back. Everybody knows that already. But it was that's what I meant by that's what I meant by we knew something was going to happen, but nobody knew when it was going to happen or how it was going to happen. So every time I always tell them, look, even when I did my FU challenge and I said, how you go kill person picking, go hug your own for house. You know, you kill an innocent man, all of us now in the blood will stay. What's the other line I said? I said, I know not all police are bad, so let the good stand up. Because if you deform, see, don't look, they end look. Now you all go look corrupt. Yeah. So when the begin now shelled and people started attacking police officers, you think they had time to stop and say, officer, you be good one or bad one? It was whichever officer they saw that they took on. And you know, if a police officer friend of mine was like, ah, man, Rugged, they killed a lot of police officers. I said, yeah, I know. I've been seeing pictures and videos. I said, but you also understand that this is your fault. I'm not blaming you personally. No, I'm not talking to you, Obuki. I'm talking to, my police friend. Yeah. You know, I was talking to my police friend. I said, you know, a lot of this is your fault. Because you kill people, you extort people, you torture people, you kidnap people, you frame innocent people, and you think that you've been doing it for years, and you just think it'll just keep going like that, and nothing will happen. You forget that these people, these innocent people you brutalize and do all these things to, they have families too. They have families, and one day one of them might just crack, snap, and come for one of you. You understand? And I think the last time, I don't know if it was you and I that was speaking or somebody else, I was like, look, it's as if some of these police officers forget that they also have homes, that they also have families, that they forget that they also live amongst people, especially the ones who are in a police station and they maltreat people in the neighborhood of the police station. Those were the ones who suffered it the most, because immediately chaos started. people just, it was as if, oh, okay, that officer will do me that day. He just went there. You understand? So people attacked people who had been oppressing them, who had been torturing them, who had killed one or two of their family members, who had taken their last kobo, who had forcefully taken their last kobo, or their school fees, or their laptop, or their phone, or their leg, or their life. I told my officer friend, I said, look, this thing that's happening right now is years of pent up anger, frustration at the things that rogue officers have been doing to innocent Nigerians. The same way hoodlums took the opportunity of the police not being out there, the same way hoodlums took the opportunity to get into the streets, that's the same way angry Nigerians took to attacking any police officer they see. You know, so yes, so the protest started because Nigerians were tired. And it was as if, you know, it was so funny the way it started. Yes, Runtown and Fowles started theirs. And then after that day, it was even later that day, some other people somewhere else. The next day all I saw was a tweet. Surulere, what's up now? Are you people dulling? Somebody now said, where is Surulere? I think they mentioned one place, and everybody, next thing I just saw pictures. And every day like that, different areas. People were popping up, gathering in different areas. And if you check all of them, these are people of like minds. These are people who have one thing in common. They've all been brutalized. No, not just the agenda. They all feel the pain.
Common pain. Yeah.
They had a common pain. They had a common enemy, and then they also had a common goal. You understand? So everybody got up, and I'm sure you saw videos of people
we went to DC. I had to drive 3 hours to DC to join my own protest. Yeah.
You know, no, I'm even talking about there was a particular day that people were just telling their police brutality.
Yeah, their stories. Yeah.
Nigerians were crying everywhere. There was a man in a wheelchair that was shot in the jaw. The wife and the baby were. Well, let's not even go back into all that. But basically, the protest started because a lot of Nigerians were fed up of being
harassed,
maltreated, being brutalized, being killed, and nothing happening. So it just started like that, and that was how the protest started. It wasn't as if anybody said, on your marks, get set, let's go. It wasn't as if somebody said, okay, you guys here, go here, you go here. Nobody organized anything. It just started happening because everybody felt the same way. They were tired, and then they needed a change. Even if not everything immediately, the police, that force. There was something I said on the day of the protest, the day I went out. I said, look, this thing is about that people are always saying Nigeria has a lot of issues. You know, Nigeria has a lot of problems. Why is it? I heard somebody say, why is it only police that were dead? I said, see, bro, let me say it in pidgin the way I would say it. She been a person where they are alive. Now I'm going to make plans to to get solutions for problems tomorrow. And why I say this is, okay, well, for people who don't understand pidgin, I'm like, it's only a man or woman who's alive that can sit down to make plans and find solutions for problems, for Nigeria's problems tomorrow and moving on. Yeah. So why I say this is because who do you meet on the streets when you're out there? The police. They're the ones you meet. So if there's no freedom of movement, if you're not sure of your safety when you move out, when you move around from the police, how would you have the peace of mind? How would you be able to think of anything, any solution for any other problem? You can't function when every time you move out, you're looking left, right, and center. You're moving around like an armed robber, like a wanted criminal. Meanwhile, you're not. And who are you running from? You're not even running from armed robbers or killers. You're running from the police when you didn't do nothing wrong. You understand? So we needed to get that particular issue, that problem sorted. We needed to get that problem off the streets, and which was the rogue police officers. And yes, I know it started with endsars, but I keep saying this. It's not just SARS. Apart from SARS, there was anti-kidnapping, there was anti-cultism. And the unfortunate thing is all of them, they just wear the same black t-shirt that probably has a green line or red or something. So, but unfortunately, SARS was the most popular. So it's like the issue of when you tell a Nigerian child, go and buy me mineral. When he gets there, you say, I want to buy Coke. You understand? That's the most popular one they know. You know, so I'm like, we had to sort this particular issue of rogue police. Get them off the streets, get proper police, give them proper training and everything so that at least we know we're safe to move around. And imagine you, anytime a Nigerian child goes out, imagine what the parents go through. Praying, and every day praying that their child they will not get a phone call. They will not get a phone call or something. It's either a phone call of, your son is in area F or area J or area Z, or your daughter is in this place, which police station, blah, 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 come over, or you know, that kind of thing. That was happening every day, but to innocent people. And I kept telling them, look, for every innocent person you brutalize and put in a cell for a day, 2, 3, 1 week, 2 weeks, that's an animal you're creating.
Yeah.
That's an animal you're creating. When I saw Burna Boy's track, Monsters You
made.
What's it called again?
You
Monsters
made.
You Raise. That you made. You know, that was just he just said it. Because how in the world would I'm an innocent person, I'm not doing anything bad, and I'm walking on the streets and you just grab me and you treat me like a hardened criminal. You beat me up, rob me of my money. If I'm not lucky, you might just shoot me in the leg and then just say, oh, he's a thief. And just because he just said he's a thief, every other officer takes it like that, and that's it, and nobody listens to you. That's dehumanizing you. That's ripping everything away from you that makes you human. They just take it away from you while they're smiling and taking your money and everything. So how does that man or woman come out from that situation and be happy and be normal? You understand? So all the people you saw who attacked police officers, those were the people that those officers did things to. Yep. Everybody that has suffered in the hands of a police officer, trust me, they took this. It's a bad thing, but then same can be said for the actions of same can be said for the actions of the rogue officers. It was what they did. It was their actions that led to this reaction from the people. You understand?
Has that changed, Michael? Has that changed, or now, because we know that
even before the protest got 3, 4, 5 days into the protest, I saw a video of a policeman who he did the usual thing, jumped into someone's truck and was trying to get money from them. People just gathered. I was like, wait, what did he do? What did he do? What that normally doesn't happen. But people just gathered. Yeah, what did he do? What did he do? They told him to come down from the car. Out of shame or whatever it was, the guy got down from the car and left the man.
I saw it.
You understand now? That is change. To me, that was a victory. You know, and I can bet you, okay, with the way it's happened right now, I don't think any sane policeman or woman will come out after all this thing has died down, will come out tomorrow and want to try to do the same thing. God help that police officer with the way things are now. I can bet you this one, they will not wait days and years again to do anything to that officer. I'm sure that on the spot, I'm soon none. Because you can't cause this whole problem for this country and then come back after it and want to continue in the same way. Nah. Only well, I was going to say only a retarded person would do it, but then they were acting retarded before. But okay.
Are you saying all the videos circulating that we see are videos from before? Because we don't know. We just see videos on the internet.
Which one? No. See. Okay, like what? Let me know.
Like policemen still trying to beat up people, doing stuff. Are they from before?
That's not happening now. That's not happening now. I've not seen any video of any policeman trying to beat up anybody. The only videos we saw then were videos of either some soldiers on the streets, shooting stupidly. I don't know why they were doing that, going into residential areas. you know. But because I will not lie, yes, some people were bringing old videos and reposting.
Yeah.
You know, it caused some kind of confusion. So at the point I stopped reposting people's videos, I stopped reposting anything I couldn't verify.
Mm-hmm. You
understand? So no. So any video you've seen, unless you send it to me if I can check, but if it's not on my page, if it's not on Sega Link's page, if it's not on Linda Ikeji or any of these serious bloggers, don't take it as anything.
Okay.
Don't take it as anything, because some days ago someone sent me a DM on Instagram that his brother or his cousin was arrested by SARS and they were taken to Adekunle, this one, that one, that he's going to sue them. They started the process. Someone sent it to me. I was like, please repost. I said, see, with how volatile everywhere is right now, anything that I'm going to post, if you don't have picture or video evidence to support it, I'm sorry, I'm not going to post it. He was like, but how are we going to get evidence? I said, how were people getting the ones they were getting before? Because I can't just take your word for it. The same way we're trying to stop, police officers just taking their fellow officers' word for it. That's the same way I can't take your word for it just because you said it. If you don't have proof, if you go to, okay, if I post it now and they now call me and say, Ruggedman, where's the officer? Where did it happen? Then I'll now start looking for your handle to now send you a message and say, hey, sorry, that thing you sent me that I posted, who did it really happen to? You understand? So, no. And then there was a picture. Somebody posted, I think 3 days ago. Hey, Ifilingo, what's up? Like 3 days ago, about in the picture, in the frame, you could see two Danfo buses, black buses. Then there was a plain clothes.
Isn't Danfo yellow?
No, that's black. Now police, these were police buses, because on the license plate they had police written on the where the license plate are. Then to the bottom left you could see a white Hilux with the blue and white police lights and stuff. And then there was a plainclothes officer in the middle with his usual AK-47. Then to the left there were two uniformed policemen to the left. So somebody posted it and I was like, oh, this is why we're protesting. Look at them. They're still out there. SARS. Look at them. I'm like, dude, slow down. Slow down. Don't be misinforming people. Don't misinform people. These are obviously not SARS. These are policemen obviously on official duty, because on a normal day, those rogue SARS officers do not carry cars that have anything police on it. They just use a normal white bus or a green and white bus. They just use a normal bus. They just get a driver on the road. Sometimes I wonder whether they even arrest those drivers or even pay them. I don't know. But they just take a normal bus, pack themselves into it, wearing their T-shirts and everything, and move. They don't have anything that says police on whatever they do. That's the rogue officers. But these ones in the pictures had police on them. You understand? And then there were two people, two fully dressed uniformed officers on the left. Just that man in the middle, plain clothes, with I think he had a police camo cap on and his AK-47. And I'm like, look, I've read the thread. Someone said that happened in Meron. There was a cult clash in Meron. And I saw a lot of comments saying, no, leave them. If not for these men, we don't know what would have happened at Meron that day. You understand? Yeah. These were officers on official duty. And one of them that was shouting, hey, but they should not be wearing mufti. That's what the IG said. Now they're not following it. I said, bros. The day you need immediate help, please, I hope you will have patience for them to go and wear their suit and tie, wear a dada, put their belt in, make sure it's well ironed with gator. Gators, put gators and wear their socks, test their microphone, everything, test it first before they now come and help you. I hope you will have that patience, bros. This is why you're shouting they're not supposed to wear. At least it's one person that's wearing mufti. And then their cars are marked police. And you can see the uniformed men there. So, guy, calm down and stop posting stuff like this. If this thing you're posting now incites some type of violence, they might come. You might be held responsible for it. The one on Instagram took it down. But the one on Twitter, I think it was still there till the next day, but that's their business. I just tried my best to let them know that, look, right now a lot of officers are off the streets because of what's happening. A lot of them are off the streets because they're getting attacked left, right, and center. You know, I don't blame the people attacking them, and I don't blame the officers too. Because if they had been doing their jobs proper in the first place, nobody would attack them. There's a police station in Ibadan, and one other one, I think, in Lagos. And one other one in Lagos. On the day people were attacking police stations, it was the youth in Ibadan, that Ibadan one, it was the youth, the people in the neighborhood that stood outside the police station and they protected the police station because of the relationship they have with that station. Same with that one in Lagos, I can't remember the area. And this only happened because of the relationship, the good relationship. The people, the officers there were not into extorting them or killing them or torturing them like some others were doing. That's why the people protected them.
Yeah.
You understand? So anytime I talk to an officer, I give them these examples. Do your job well and people will hail you. So sometimes when police say, don't record me, any officer that doesn't want to be recorded is up to something. Because I don't believe you won't want people to see or know about the great job you're doing.
If it's
you want
great,
people to see that. Someone just said it's fege. Okay, it's fege or fege or nature. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce it well. Crucifix. You understand? So everybody, if you're doing a great job, obviously you want people to record you and show you doing your job so that at least promotion can come now. People might even say, you know, Nigerians are, forget the hardship, forget everything. Nigerians are wonderful people. Yeah. We are wonderful people. We can be terrible people too, but that's when you mess with us. But we are wonderful people because we know how many stories we heard at the protest grounds where different people, they donated money for a girl for a wheelchair on the spot. One granite woman got almost 2 million naira, and all this from Nigerians. Even at the protest, not one fight incident. Abraham Shizaram said, I hope you have been abroad. Have you seen any police officer without dressing up? Abraham, yes, they are called plainclothes officers. Some of them are undercover, or some of them are around. Some of them come out before. Some come out in unmarked cars. They come out in plain clothes. They sometimes, if the police wants to raid somewhere or they're going somewhere to do something, they send those ones ahead first to stay there and mix with the crowd. Yes, I've seen police that are in plain clothes, brotherly, and yes, I've been abroad. I'm Ruggedman, no two verse here. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, moving on. You're welcome. Okay. See, moving on. Let's talk about what people really want to talk about, and that's the protest. Were you guys shocked when someone came and opened fire? The incidents that happened that day, what was the aftermath in you people's minds, and how did you deal with that?
I can't speak for everybody else. I'll speak for me. Where was I? I wasn't home. I know I wasn't home. I wasn't home that day. I was, I don't remember where I was, but I just noticed that a lot of people were just sending me DJ Switches, Instagram Live. So I just clicked on it. And then I think I just saw on Twitter, they're shooting. I'm like, they're shooting what? How? Where? So I just checked Twitter. I just saw that they're shooting at the toll gate. I'm like, shooting care? As in, I don't get it. Shooting, is it client speakers that came to shoot video? I couldn't connect opening fire on the most peaceful protesters ever. So I went on DJ Switch's live. I watched it until her phone's battery went flat. Yeah. And my mouth was open, my heart was beating, my body was hot, Bouquie. I swear to you, that day was one of the days that I thank God for my life. I thank God for Nigerians' lives that I don't have superpowers.
Superman.
Not even just super. In fact, I also just sent out Ekpe to our witches and wizards in this country. They have failed. I think they've all joined political parties too. Because they are
witches, what are you doing? Witches.
What are you doing with their powers? They're not fishy. You understand? So I watched the live, and you know when you just feel helpless.
I know.
I was watching, And I was watching, my heart was racing, my body was hot, my stomach was churning. As in, who do I call? Normally, when there's a police issue, I'll call the Oga of the police, or I'll call the police PRO. Who do I call for soldiers? Then I now saw the Lagos State handle. Well, maybe I'll use here to say I apologize for what I said, but I'm not sorry about what I said, but I apologize for saying it. I saw the Lagos State handle.
What does that mean? How can you not be sorry but apologize?
I'm not sorry for saying it because they deserved what I said. It wasn't too bad, no, but I'm not. I apologize for saying it because it's the Lagos State handle, but I'm not sorry for saying it because at that particular moment,
it needed to be said.
I could have said worse. I could have said worse, and I would have been justified. I just saw a tweet from them like, we have been informed that something is going on in Guinea. I just said, are you mad? I just tweeted, are you mad? He said they're killing people at the toll gate. You're here speaking English, going left, right, and center. I don't understand you. You understand? So I watched it. I saw them trying to remove a bullet from that guy's leg. I saw people falling over. I saw the guy in the blue and white native with blood all over him. I was Bouquie. I'm trying not to. I'm really trying not to go. Every day I see it. Every day I see it. So I see it in my head, but I just try not to. But I just couldn't. Till now, I still can't
fathom.
I still can't fathom it, and I still can't believe that. I know I used to say a lot of Nigerians, a lot of politicians are heartless, but when they just prove you right. That's what happened from that day. Then people came out and started trying to deny that it didn't happen. And thank God for technology. And these politicians seem to forget that they are very old. Some of them have football age. They say they're 50, 52, but maybe 120, 80. They really, Nigerians, we look younger than we really are, But so they're not really that gang with technology. Hey, Kaha.
Hey, Kaha, what's up, man?
With technology, because even if you tell me a video that somebody recorded with a camera was edited or doctored or whatever, I can take it. But there's no way you can edit an Instagram live stream video.
It's a shame.
I need these guys at the top.
At the top.
Understand. Yeah, their children should enlighten. Well, I think they're doing that now because they're all now coming back again now to now say, yes, the people that did the shooting will be held responsible, held accountable. Accountable where? How many have you held accountable? A lot of things. See, thank God for the protests. Thank God for everything. It's sad that we lost lives, but the losses will not be in vain. That one I know. The change has already started. Their lives will not be in vain. They tried to come and deny that it did not happen, but thank God for technology. Different videos were coming up from different angles. There's no way you can't deny. You see, you can't. You see, when I even saw Sherlock Holmes the other day, topic, so it's not funny, but what they say to Yoruba, or Bouquie, please translate in English for my people.
Bad word, No, but that was terrible. I mean, who does that? Come on. Rain has rained. Thieves have gone to rob, to look around. Loma has swept.
All these men that pick iron, condemn iron. They were there. I even saw one. They were interviewed 2 of them. They said they can't carry condemn. They didn't see a shiny silver olden days camcorder. I have to put olden days. You see, that's why I said they are old. They don't know how this is. That don't look camcorder these days. Who uses camcorder? Okay, wait. So it might be somebody from NTA. Yeah. Was there anyone from NTA there? Okay, let me not say LTV.
No, but honestly, and then there was something that stood out to me, and I want us to talk about it. You know, there was, because I know about, you know, you and I, we talk a lot, and there's something called divide and rule. When you want to divide a coalition or divide a group of people with a common goal, the only way you can rule them, when you want to rule them, the only way you can rule them is to divide them. You know, once they're together, they will fight the cause and win. So in my head, I'm standing far from the picture and I'm looking at it. Someone came at a particular time to take down cameras in front of everybody sitting down. In my head, that's optics. That is someone that's trying to sell a narrative. What narrative? We don't know. But obviously, Michael, if you want to take down camera, sure, so in the afternoon, you'll be removing camera and carry it like Grammy where everybody can see it and say, camera.
As far as I'm concerned, when I heard about that, them taking down cameras, I saw tweets, CCTV cameras.
They are not even, you know, and the thing, Michael.
I know. You see, people, when I found out later, they said they're not CCTV cameras, that they're whatever they used to read license plates.
Lights, yes, red, infrared, yeah.
But the average Nigerian doesn't know this. The average Nigerian doesn't know this. As long as it looks like that, everybody said CCTV. So for me, when I first heard CCTV, the first thing that I've watched American film die. I can think where. I think left, right, center, out of the box, in the box. In fact, I bring a second box and put beside the first box and think around both of them. That's how I am. So immediately I heard they had removed CCTV. The first thing that came to my mind was, what do they want to do that they don't want people to see? That was the first thing that came to my mind. I called somebody that I know that was always at the toll gate, and he said, yeah, they've seen it, that somebody has tweeted about it. I said, no, don't let one person tweet about it. They should announce it there, that everybody should tweet that, look, we've seen this man come to take. Then I will keep saying CCTV, because by that time, it was CCTV that I heard. Yes. I wasn't there. So, and I told him, don't let one person tweet about it. Let everybody there tweet about it and say that some men have come to take down the CCTV. What is it that they don't want the world to see? What do they want to do? Do they want to kill us? I swear to you, I wish I could call him now to tell you my words exactly. I said, what do they want to do that they don't want the world to see? Do they want to kill us? Do they want to do anything to us? I said they should start tweeting it so that at least if the idiot's planning anything, start seeing that people are saying this so that they want to do something to us, so they might just not do whatever again. So after I told him that, later on when I now heard that, started watching DJ Switch, and I'm like, what the hell?
And you know why I'm saying that? Because you made a point now about the old camera from NCA, you know? So wait, so because I'm buttressing your point about they are not aware. Number one, Michael, if that was the plan and it was the said person that was trying to take cameras down, you earn your reputation by a series of things you've done and you've succeeded at them, right? You don't become a Jagaban overnight. You become a Jagaban because of the reputation you've accrued, right? If he wanted to take cameras or do something discreetly, they will not take those cameras down in front of everybody. One. Two, there's a control room. They can just switch it off. Why must you go and be unscrewing? Wait, just work with.
Let me just say one thing. Now, you said, why must they come and unscrew the camera in front of everybody, Abi? Abi? So why would Sherlock Holmes come and see olden days camcorder in front of everybody 5 days after? That answers your question.
Everybody is trying. No, Michael. Let's think about it critically. This is the war room, right? Let's think about it. If all he wanted, if the aim, before you do anything, you sit down and write the goal, the aim, the objective. If the objective was, I want to kill all these youth people and I don't want people to see, he's not going to go on school in the afternoon where pictures can be taken. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think.
Finish up. What did you finish up?
I think whoever did that was trying to sell a narrative that we are all buying. I'm not saying Tinubu is innocent. I don't know him like that. I don't support. I'm neutral. I'm just saying whoever is selling that narrative is intentional about it, and we're buying it. I'm telling you,
what narrative?
Because that's what I said. Like there's a art of war called divide and rule. The moment I can get, if me and you have a plan now, the moment someone can say, do you know Ruggedman did this? And I start to fight you. We remove our eyes from the main goal, the objective, and we forget that. We start to fight this, start to fight that. And the moment we have divisiveness in between us and we have fights, we can never see. So now, let me finish. Instead of us to sit back and say, what is going on here? And ignore whether it's Tinubu, whether it's Sanwo-Olu, what is really going on here? Who ordered the open fire? Instead of that, we're now fighting this one. And then the next day, this governor came out and said this one, we fight the governor. Our president came out and we fight and meanwhile, somebody might be behind the scene cooking their plan, just be disorienting them, be distracting them with stupid things, and they'll be fighting. They will not stop long enough to say, Egbo, Kilo, what is really going on here? That's my point. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying if you critically think about it.
Trust me, Bouqui, yeah? The way you've thought about this is how a lot of other people have been thinking about different angles. You say, why would they come take down the camera in front of everybody and And I will use another example and say the same it's the same effrontery that a rogue police officer will use to say, I will kill you and nothing will happen. You know why? He believes he has people behind him that will make sure nothing happens. So what I'm trying to say right now is whoever came and took down the cameras, that had the guts to make them take down the cameras in front of everybody, knew that tomorrow he will deny it, and he has people behind him, and they will keep pushing their denial. And they can spread money in the media, and they can get the media to continue pushing that it didn't happen.
Are you sure, Michael?
Bouqui, did they not deny it at first? Did Lagos State not deny it at first? No, hold on now. Did Lagos State not deny it at first? But now, suddenly, they have come out to say now the people who are responsible for the shooting will be held accountable. See, they can try to distract as much as they want, but this 2020 year, the people now, this generation now, thank God we're all in it. Everybody's eyes open, everybody's ears open. They can distract for 5 minutes, because that's how I see it. But trust me, they can distract a few, they can't distract all. As I speak to you, a lot of people do not know that the panels for the police brutality prosecution, it's already in the works as we speak. But a lot of people don't know that. Some might be arguing CCTV, some chasing one governor, some chasing palliatives, but there are people who are still focused on what exactly they're doing. You understand? And that's why I also love the fact that we have Nigerians in diaspora who are still protesting. The protest might have paused physically in Nigeria because of what happened. It might have paused physically, but online is still on big time. And then, like I said again, thank God for Nigerians in diaspora who are protesting in countries that have respect for fundamental human rights, who are protesting in countries where Nigerian government has vested investments. Let me put it that way. So that when they imagine if people, Nigerians in the UK, keep protesting every day, UK will just say, okay, please come, boo-boo, will come. Your people is this too much? What's going on? The same will happen from America, it will happen from France. So that's why I'm happy people are still protesting outside. But in Nigeria right now, as we speak, the panels is on. They can come and lie and do whatever they want to do, Bouqui. But I know they're lying. We watched that. Some of us screen recorded the Instagram live.
Of course.
You understand? So if they lie from today till tomorrow, they can lie, they can deceive themselves and their clique, but they can't deceive the youth. And thank God they cannot deceive people abroad. Because anybody abroad that is tech savvy, that just the person hears it was an Instagram live stream, they know nobody can doctor it. So anything you try to say that there was no soldiers, you know, they said at first they were saying there was no soldiers, but then videos popped out of we saw soldiers. So
I
there's
think
nothing they can say.
They underrated
Thank you.
the power of the camera, the
Thank
phone,
you.
camera phone.
That's exactly why I said whoever is pushing what you know, trying to set the optics, you were like you were saying about the camera and all whatnot, and they're just deceiving themselves. They're not deceiving everybody else. They're fooling themselves. Then the camcorder one now even made it worse. You understand? As in, you know, anyway, you understand? So it's just people are wiser. People are wiser. So now we know that age is not a gray hair, and age doesn't mean wisdom. Now we know.
Let me ask you about the speech, the president's speech, after days of clamoring. Oh, come out. Wait, after we were begging him to come out. If you had a 12-year-old daughter and you say, write a speech for me, and people have lost their lives, the first thing she's going to say is, Daddy, you have to appeal to the conscience or the emotions of...
Hold on. Don't go and be... Now you're trying to talk like all these olden days people that were talking about...
No, I'm going somewhere.
No, hold on. I know where you're going. You don't even have to. You're just wasting your energy. Let's talk about something else. Everybody knows that the speech was condescending. It was rubbish. It was insensitive.
But that's not why I'm not talking about, Michael. I'm not talking about the content of the speech. That's the least of my worries. Any deaf person could have heard that. I'm talking about the intention of the speech. Because that's why I want you to look at what are the points about the camera taking down, the shooting, and then the speech. See, the part of the brain that releases or processes fear is the same part that processes faith. If I can get you to fear or be afraid, you will not function because you cannot see well. Your clarity will be robbed of you. You cannot process when you're afraid. That's why they say stop. So I'm just looking at the common thread between all these scenarios. You're doing all these things to get us angry, get us angry, get us angry. And the speech, even if you're a mad person, at least still say this one. Obviously, everybody knows that. So why didn't you say it? I'm not looking at the content. We know the government. We're not talking. I'm looking at the intentionality. Because let me tell you, the biggest, I've said it before, the biggest tactic of war is divide and rule. The moment I can get you, even with yourself divided, you can't function, you can't see. So why was that particular thing that the whole world is talking about removed from the speech of the president? Why?
Hold on.
Don't tell me it's because they're foolish,
No. What I want to say is right now, you knew it was not mentioned, yeah?
Yeah.
The whole world, you said why was what the whole world was waiting for, not in the speech, yeah? How will I put this now? You're putting too much, how will I put it now?
Emphasis.
You're putting too much importance on that speech. Let me put it that way. The world already knows, Bouquie. The world already knows. What I'm trying to make you understand is the world already knows. We just wanted to see if our president will speak like a normal person or not. We already know what's happening. We already have videos. We already have pictures. You're putting too much importance to that speech. You're making it sound like since he did say it in the speech, we're done. We're done.
No.
Hey, hold on. What I'm trying to make you understand is the speech is not that important. I wasn't expecting anything and I wasn't disappointed. And same for a lot of people. You understand? Same for a lot of people. If they were that productive, Bouquie, we would not be having this conversation. If they were that productive, we would not be having this conversation. So why are you expecting so much? Why are you talking? You're like, sorry, I want to
We're not expecting.
Arsenal does not spend money to buy players, but they want to win Champions League. Possible. So why do you expect?
No, but my point. See, Michael.
What I'm trying to tell you is, Bouquie, that speech does not matter, does not change anything, because we already know. We are the people. We are the people that are awake now. We are the people who took to the streets without a leader, without somebody, without organizers. We are the people who put money together. We are the people who built solar-powered phone chargers for everybody to be using. We are the same people who were printing banners, printing t-shirts, Bouquie. We are the people who swept and picked up trash after ourselves at protest grounds. We are the same people that when political thugs or no political thugs came to attack, did not really fight back and get rowdy. We are the people who protested for 11 days straight with no violence. So, Bouquie, one man's speech does not change who we are and what we're looking for. They're a group of men, old men and women. They can keep doing their old tactics. So check it. What did they do? The same thing they do at their political rallies. They will just pay some boys to come and scatter it. Has the MO changed from elections to this protest? Has it changed? It hasn't. It's the same thugs. If it's not thugs, some gunmen will come and carry ballot box. My dear, whether he spoke or he did not speak, did it stop the protest? Did his speech start the protest? Did any governor's speech start the protest? Did any governor's speech or any presidential speech start the 5 for 5 demands and more? No, Bouquie. That's what I'm saying. You're putting too much importance in something that's not important, that's not affecting anybody's life. The policies they've been making for years, has it affected you positively? Has it affected anybody positively? If it had been affecting us positively, we won't be having this conversation. There wouldn't even be a protest. So, Bouquie, trust me, do not put that much importance to that speech because it was not for us. It's not doing nothing for us. We're still moving. We're still doing what we're doing. Like I said, we might not be protesting physically right now because of the losses and everything, but online, we're still doing it. Moves are still being made. The police reform bill has been signed already, even before the protest started. You understand? Somebody say, let's talk about hidden food. Don't worry, we'll talk about hidden food. Some people are eating now. It's no more hidden food. It's eating food now. You understand? So please don't put in any importance to the speech.
They said I should call you Michael. I should call you Ruggedman. Okay, so Ruggedman. Anyway, so moving forward, something has started. You know, if I want to come to your house, I put in my GPS your address. It is not when I get to your house that the journey began. The journey began actually when I made up my mind, I'm going to Ruggedman's house. And it's a matter of time before I get there. So let's say that this protest has set stuff in motion and it has activated stuff in people's hearts and in people's minds and stuff like that. So where do you see this going? What are the plans in place? You don't have to tell us all, but just so that people in the diaspora and a lot of people that are like, we don't even know what's going on again, tell us what.
For me, I can't tell you everything. I will only tell you the things I've been able to confirm. I'm not a leader of anything. I'm just Ruggedman, Ruggedy Baba, doing the best I can to help wherever I can. But at least, like I said, definitely the police will not be the same again. They cannot be the same. It cannot even happen. They can't go back to the usual thing. Now, a few of the things I've confirmed, every SARS office headquarters has been shut down. Every SARS headquarters everywhere in Nigeria has been shut down. And right now, all the inmates, especially that Akuzu, Anambra State and co. Yes, all of the inmates in every SARS prison, they've all been moved to correctional facilities. While now records are being checked. Records are being checked to know the people who actually committed crimes, real crimes that deserve to be in jail or whatever, prosecuted, and then to know about the people who aren't supposed to be there so that they can move them out and free them and compensate them and all whatnot. That is being done. Because when I was talking to one of the Akuzu, sorry, no verse, this writing, I still can't pronounce it. I'm always getting it wrong.
Don't bring your tribalism. We start fighting.
No, when you were trying to say me, Igbo boy, okay. Okay, so basically, all of the SARS offices have been shut down, all the headquarters shut down, all the people, all the prisoners moved and being sorted right as we speak. And then what else again? And then the panels, though I don't know how they pick people for the prosecution and compensation panels. I don't know how they pick the people, the representatives and all, but at least I know for Lagos State, Segalink is in there. I know Segalink is in there. I think every panel is being headed by a retired chief justice or something like that. So obviously, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because right now, as we speak, they're collating data. They're getting people to come in. Anybody that has an issue, that's had a police brutality issue, they'll come out. Come, it's in it's on the island, Lekki. Go there, either with your lawyer, whatever. The tribunal is there. You sit down and you talk and you give your evidence or tell them what happened basically, and everything is put down. And wherever the officer is, will be picked up. And you know, once the trial starts, they'll start. Basically, I've told them I've told Segalink that look, we need to let people into this. They shouldn't be doing any they shouldn't be doing any closed door thing. No, you don't need any. All these closed door is what got us to where we are today. So let everything be done in the open.
Yes.
Get 1, 2, 3 media houses to be present. Today now, I saw a clip. I saw a video. Segalink when it was being sworn in. I saw. I think Files also was there today. He posted a video of people giving their testimonies and stuff like that. So yes, it's happening already. So as far as I'm concerned, the fact that they've shut down all the SARS headquarters and police, cleared out all the prisoners, that's a win so far. But and then the panel is ongoing. Different states now are getting their panels together, and all of this will be going on. And what I tweeted today was, try and get involved, try and follow up, try and see what's happening, get close, because you can't know what's going on by sitting in your house and typing on Twitter and saying they're not even doing anything, but you're not trying to find out where is. They put the address out there. It's on Twitter. If I'm done today, I'll get the address again. I'll put it up on my Instagram. I'll put it up on my Twitter. If you want to know, go there and see for yourself. Don't sit at home and let people post stuff that's fake news and stuff like that, and then start talking about them say. Don't do them say. Don't sit at home and expect. You didn't hire a journalist. You didn't hire your own private journalist that will go and know what's happening and then come and brief you at home. No, get up and go and find out what's going on. You can't know standing from afar. Move close. Get to know what's going on. Get involved. We not getting involved is part of the reasons why we're in this problem we're in today.
Yeah.
You just sit at home. You hear they want to pass a bill. You be like, which kind of bill with that? And you go home. Then tomorrow you now hear that they passed the bill. Then you be like, how can they pass such a bill? But you heard about it. You didn't do anything. You didn't get up and find out.
Talking about the bill. There's a social media bill tell us about that bill.
Well, they tried to come up with a social media bill to try to control how people use social media. But how in the hell would they do that? How would they do that? Are we the owners of Facebook? Who owns Facebook? Is it Nigerian? Who owns Twitter, Instagram? Are they Nigerians? If they were Nigerians now, I know they probably go and hold down and do their usual. One criminal somewhere will just finger the owner of Facebook and say, yes, he was part of the criminal. They will go and hold him and shut down his Facebook. But all these social media apps belong to foreigners. How do you want to do it? You want to shut down the internet? How do you want to do it? Banks and co use internet in Nigeria. A lot of other people use internet. So you want to shut it down because of social media. You understand? So what social media bill? You want to say, there was one when they said hate speech bill. If you say something bad or something about a governor, I told everybody, I said, look, you can say something without being, how would I put it? Without being offensive. Because if I want to talk about my state, Abia State, and the governor is not doing something right, I'll just go on Twitter and ask, oh, please, this road, so road is really bad. Governor, why is this so bad? Please, sir.
You won't say you are mad. You won't say you are mad for not fixing this road.
Sheba, I've asked you a question. Sheba, I've let the world know that the road is bad. he and I know the road is bad, and I've said it. So it's not left for Mr. Governor to either answer us or keep quiet or go and fix the road. So there are ways around it. But then, come on, this is 2020. We're moving on 2021. Old men and women are talking about how to restrain people from using social media. It's not gonna go anywhere.
But Kaha said, let me scroll up. They can control social media just like in North Korea.
How now? How in Nigeria? I need to know how. How in so because even the North Korea,
how?
The North Korea and I think it has to be what's it called? The North Korea, even in China, in China and Dubai, there's some countries where you can't do YouTube, Twitter, and co. But my dear, there's important VPN.
VPN.
Thank you. So why do they want to? Oh, they should go and sleep. See, like I said earlier, instead of trying to restrict people from using social media to expose your bad works, why don't you just do your job? Do your job right so that they can use the same social media to expose your great work.
Yes.
So what see? What you do is the bullet to social media, or should I say is the fuel for social media. If you do something terrible, it fuels them to expose the terrible thing you're doing, they spread it. If you do something good, it fuels them to spread the good thing you're doing.
Yeah.
So you decide, you Mr. Politician, Mrs. Politician, what do you want people to say about you on social media? Because when it comes to election now, you all come on this same social media. You will stand on the road buying corn. Yeah, Mama Yamulika, buying pop. I know you come. Where would they post it? Is it your NTA that will post it?
Wow. So someone said thank you for adding humor to this, and I agree. I second that. So what is the way forward? Because 2023 is around the corner. We might think it's far, but so what are we doing structurally, strategically to ensure that our voices are heard and that we are part of 2023 with this existing government?
We need to get involved. We need to get involved seriously. We don't have to keep waiting for two political parties to step forward, especially when those two political parties are basically one party. It's just to me, I call them Tarzan politicians, because any small thing they just swing from here to this other place. Any small thing they just swing to this place. So both parties have, in fact, they all belong to each other. Half of the people in PDP right now were in APHC before, and all this thing. So forget it. So we need to get involved. We need to move closer. We need to know what's going on, starting from local government chairman seats. We need to start getting our own people. We need to start looking out for people who we believe can do something. I remember 2015 when a couple of new faces came up. The same Nigerians now who are crying were the ones saying, these people are new. They don't really have any political political experience. What political background does Donald Trump have? Forget his madness and whatever. But what political background does he have? Is he not the president of the world power today?
And he's doing a really terrible job at it.
Okay. You might say that, but the people who believe in him and who voted him are not saying that. You understand? So at the end of the day, time will tell. But look at it this way. Do they have lights in America? Do they have good road? Is the education budget 20 billion naira?
But that's not a function of Donald Trump, though.
No. Is he the president of America? Whether it's his function or not, he is the president of a country that works.
Structurally, yes.
That's my point. You understand? That's my point. So we need to get close. I'm happy. I've been seeing a lot of people on social media talking about getting their PVCs. I've been reading comments of people saying they don't want anybody from PDP, they don't want anybody from APC, they don't want any politician older than 50 years old. And I'm happy. Let these our oracles, let these our deities go and sit in their shrines, in their homes. They are deities. They don't understand. We need to be taking a ball to them. Ancient of days.
That's God. That's God.
Oh, sorry. But you see, you should check the amount of years these ones have lived. You understand? So I'm happy that a lot of people are awake now. I'm happy that a lot of, so I even saw a petition, people trying to petition INEC to open their offices so that people can start getting their PVCs now. You understand? Because now people want to get, I tweeted some days ago, I said, look, let's make 2023 election the next big brother. The next big brother, Niger. Let's get as involved as all the team, this team, that team.
Can I say something? Because I remember you and I had a conversation. I believe that the sequence of events happening, especially in 2020, is really significant. There are no isolated events, because I remember when I talked to you about Big Brother, you're like, no, again, who's king? You know, but let me tell you this. In my mind, this is how I see it. If the COVID didn't happen and we didn't see the power of this live, because this live thing had been since when? How many times did you used to do live? I don't think I ever did live. I was busy. Yeah.
COVID turned almost everybody to TV presenter.
You know, so that was an event that preceded everything. So COVID hit, everybody saw the power of the phone they had, apart from just selfie. They saw the power of that, you know. And then Big Brother came. And it also I'm saying this, just walk with me. It also gave us the idea that we can enthrone someone that doesn't fit the part. Because usually, you know, the people that win are the people with curves, muscles, this and that. Yeah. But someone unseemingly, we enthrone that person. So it gave us that my voice counts too. So I think all this, you know, these events are related. They're not isolated. And now I think after Big Brother, when Fowles and everybody, you guys called for the protest, it gave us that awani, tiwani, you know, it's our thing kind of thing. Because just imagine COVID turn it upside down. COVID didn't hit. People are going about their own normal day to day.
But Bouquie, you know what will be. It might just be something else that would have led.
Oh yeah, I know. But that's why I'm saying that the events are not isolated. You know, so like you said, I'm buttressing your point that now we can also make someone something in 2023. Do you understand? We've seen it. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not just one person. We need to make a lot of people. We need to make a lot of young people get into politics. Young people that we can hold accountable. Young people that we know have more sense. You know, because there's still some young people that their head is not correct. But still, there's this man. You know, sometimes there's this man that I call him the airport man. The guy that owns is it the Heathrow Airport or is it Gatwick? I think it's Ogunlesi or so. Ogunlesi, one guy that is doing wonderfully well for a lot of airports in the United Kingdom. Why is that man not our Minister of Aviation?
Anyway, unless you
understand. Why is he? You understand? So why is somebody? We have a lot of Nigerians in diaspora who are doing great in their fields. Why don't we bring those people in to help develop our own? That's, you know, these are the kind of things anyways, Made, somebody said the Vale Gatwick, Adebayo, yeah. You know, so we just need to keep moving. Like somebody said here, something I said some days ago too, that it's time we start engaging people in their local languages, in their local government areas.
Grassroots.
We need to start letting them know that, look, that 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira that you're selling your vote for is giving this man the key to take your 200 billion tomorrow and will not give you light, that has deprived you of light, of food, and good roads and jobs and schools. You can collect 5K now. How long will it last you? Before you walk from here to your house, you have spent the money. And then you now sit down, but you have just handed that man that give you 5,000, you just handed him the key to the treasury. So we need to start. Some people, some celebrities have already started doing videos. There's this guy, Jigan, madman. He said he did a video saying, "Oh, got out.
Yeah.
So he was talking to towns and stuff. So that's what a lot of us need to start doing from now till 2023. See what they did in Edo State. See what they did in Edo State.
Mm-hmm.
The people turned out at the polling stations. Yeah. And when they were done, the crowd was so much. Everybody stood there and waited and they counted the votes together. They counted the votes together. Everybody had their phones out. They were counting 25, 200, and in front of everybody. When they counted the last one for the person that won, everybody knew who won, and they were recording, and everybody hailed before they left. Meaning, you can't now go back and say, sorry, we made a mistake. Nope. So now imagine the number of protesters. Imagine the number of protesters you saw at different protest grounds. Imagine those people coming out in their areas like that to vote and stay with them to count. Where will the ballot box snatcher man come and pass? So these are things we need to do.
Wow. I know, right? I know, because I'm thinking about the present government. I'm thinking about their history and reputation of rigging. Don't forget
that the present government is still the present government that's here that when the Edo State election happened. They couldn't rig nothing. They couldn't rig nothing because the people were there in mass.
Okay.
And the people said, we go there here today, we will vote today, and we will count today, we will know the results today. And they did that, and there was no way for anybody to rig nothing. If that happens in every state, Bouquie, with people supporting the right candidates, there's no way now. There's no way.
Wow. There is no way. Listen, man, if you have any questions for Ruggedman, he'll be answering in the next 5 minutes before we go. But this has been thoroughly educative. And Michael, if we could do it all over again, what would we do differently? If we had to do it all over?
Do what all
everything.
Over
everything from protests to...
As go back to 1960? Oh, okay.
Focused. Monica, focused. You know, like if we had to do it again.
Now,
no, not everything. Like
if we were to do it again, the protest, but you know, like I told you yesterday, the protest wasn't planned. It just happened. So yeah. But if it was to happen again, I know that at least midway into it, we should look for a way to get at least between 5 to 10 people together who will now speak for the people,
vision.
So that we can now say, you know what, we need the government here. We need to talk now, or else we'll not leave this place. So when the government comes, because they will have to, if it happens the same way, they will have to. When they now come, we'll say, okay, these are our demands. These are the things you can do immediately. We know you can do in 3, 4, 5 days. So we'll still be here in 3, 4, 5 days. But after 3, 4, 5 days, we might give you, after 3, 4, 5 days, if you've done what the ones we know you can't do immediately, once you've done that, we can now give you maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. We will leave the streets for you. But after 2 weeks, if the other things are not being done, if we don't see any progress, we're coming back out.
Wow.
You know? But apart from that, from now on, I'm happy people are awake. I'm happy the panel is going on for the prosecution of guilty officers and the compensation of police brutality victims. Even my own show that I was supposed to have started since, but I had to put it on hold because of the whole situation. I'm starting on Friday, and of course,
tell us about your show. Tell us about your show and where it's aired.
Show I've been talking about for a while, but I had to stop talking because, come on, Nigeria, the whole protest thing was way more important. It's called What's Happening with Ruggedman. I talk to people like what we're doing right now. But I always wanted to have a TV show, and then but I just didn't want to have a TV show where we come talk about your Gucci Lucci and your house or your car or your music. I wanted something different. So I think this is my whole fight for against police brutality kind of like just gave me a direction. So my show is about life. We talk about rape. We talk about police brutality. We talk about domestic violence. We talk about anything. I'm sounding like we sounded in this trailer for the show. That's how I was saying it. So we talk about real life stuff, and it's not just about talking about your issues. Also, if you need police assistance, I'll connect you to the right police officers. If it's about rape, domestic violence, I'll connect you to organizations that will give you the help you need. If you need legal advice or legal support, I'll connect you to a group of lawyers. I have in Black and White, and then the Citizen Gavel. They've been doing pro bono work for a lot of people who have been arrested by police and stuff illegally and all that. So they've been doing that already with us for over the years. So that's what my show is about. The first episode, by God's grace, is coming out starting on Friday. So I'm going to start making noise soon. People want to know to vex, but it still has to. It's just another platform for you guys to come and talk about your issues, be it police, be it rape, be it anything. But trust me, at the end of the day, it's all about positivity. It's all about letting the world know what you're going through. Especially the rape part of it. I want a situation whereby, you know, a lot of women don't want to come out because of the stigma, but I try to on the show, I'll try to let them know that the best thing you can do, no matter how hard it's very hard. I can't say I know what you've been through. Anybody that's been raped, I'm not even trying to insult you by saying I know what you've been through, you know. But what I need you to understand is the longer you stay away from the hospital or reporting it, the easier it will be for the rapist to get away. The higher the probability, the higher the probability of the person getting away with it. So what I intend to do is, God forbid, once there's a victim, I'll put a number out there. She calls the number. Immediately she calls the number, one or two people will just go meet you where you are. They will go with you to the hospital to get your test done, get the get the test rape kit done. Then from there they also follow you to the police station, so that you can file a report, and also that there won't be that case of an unfortunate police officer saying, "You should say no with you. You should say no be you cause am." You know, we don't want a situation where, because that also judgment. Yeah, yes. You have no right to victimize a rape victim. That's bullshit. Just so that doesn't happen, I'll send people to you. They will go with you to the hospital, go with you to the police station, and then from then on, we'll pick up the idiot rapist guy immediately. Immediately. So that's what the show is about, basically. But it's going to start on Friday. But I thank God for everything. It's on YouTube. It's called What's Happening with Ruggedman. You can check the page already. Well, Ruggedman. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's what you're doing, and if we can give us information and light and knowledge, we're all for it. Tell the people in diaspora what they should keep doing and what they shouldn't do, because a lot of us are like almost getting weary. Okay, if you don't talk about the food, I think we'll see somebody will put our house address. Who is that person? I don't know. Let me see. Talk about talk about the food. A friend of mine in our WhatsApp group, he just said if anybody annoys him now, he just post our address as well as palliative. So let's talk about it now before. Talk about the food. I don't know about food. We didn't know there was this much food everywhere. We didn't know there was this much food, because how can people be hungry and then all of a sudden palliative, you just hear that there's palliative here, people just rush, and you see people carrying cartons of this and that, food, bags of gari, rice, everything. I saw a particular sack of gari. It had been there for so long now. The gari was vexing and turning back to cassava because it was brown and oti thick back on. You know, I don't understand why. Well, you know, I thought there was one senator that said that he had palliatives that he wanted to share on his birthday. Of course. His house. His warehouse. Bros, share how? As in, you have... Is he your own? Is he your own? Then there's another one that said he took 200 motorbikes and generators from his house. Even Frank Dunga said your house or your warehouse. Because we don't understand, why would you have all those things in your house for? Michael, let me ask a question. You know me, my own problem is always overthinking. So when I see a situation, I think from the back. Could it be that there was someone who gave them an order not to give it out? Because it's expiring, it's in a warehouse, there's nothing you want to do with it. Well, one said he wanted to share on his birthday, so he wanted to do something with it. Let's think about it. I don't understand. But see, see, that's why I said some people are so criminal minded that they have, I call it the monkey feeding. I call it monkey feeding style. Sha. Have you ever seen a monkey? You know, a monkey basically has 4 hands. Let me put it that way. I saw a video of a monkey. He took stuff, put in the armpit, used the legs, and was holding. Then the baby was trying to, he was eating. The baby was trying to take. He kept turning away and just eating. The monkey was just holding food with every hand or claw, whatever. That's what these people have. I think, yeah, I thought about it, but I just thought maybe it'll be silly. It won't make sense that they were storing some of these things to use as incentives for election. I didn't think it would
election
make sense.
Is still 2 years. No.
2023, yeah, but then Bouquie, when did the palliatives, when did COVID start? March. This is October.
So why didn't they distribute it?
I don't know. We now heard again that they said some just arrived, that they were waiting to repack them.
Michael, let's wait. Let's stop for a second. Let's think critically. They give you food. You have enough for your family. You have enough. If you have, John, more than enough. Why would you lock up a warehouse? If that's just me thinking, if it's not an order from somewhere and it's a repeated thing in every single place, it's not like it was just in Osun State.
I just saw another thing somebody wrote now. Said they were going to sell them after they repackage. That's another angle, Bouquie. That's another angle. Take it to the market and sell it at, even if it's half price, sell it to all these wholesale people. It's still business because it's a lot of money. There's that, especially the one that tripped me was the 600 by 600 warehouse. See the one in Jos. See people, you know, and I think what triggered that was the fact that the unfortunate incident of looting that was happening in a lot of places. So I can bet you that somebody that works in one or two of those places where they store the palliatives was the one who just said, you know what? He just told one or two or three people. Of course. And then it just started happening like that.
You don't even have to go too far. The people that offloaded are the touts in that area now. They didn't bring angels to offload now. So it's those people that say, yeah.
But the one I now don't understand is I saw one guy carrying toilet water system. That was carrying toilet. One was carrying Jalingo signboard. No, mattress I can understand though. One was carrying Jalingo signboard as a street signboard with the iron. He was just strolling. Then I saw some pushing a tractor. Oh goodness Lord!
Oh man!
I'm happy we can laugh about this. Every day I wake up, Bouquie, I thank God for life. No matter the situation I find myself, I thank God for life. I see you every day. You're always shining, smiling. I thank God for life. For everybody alive right now, watching this live, I thank God for your life. And all I will tell you is, think of something positive to do, even if not for yourself, for the next man.
Yes.
Remember that whatever you do matters. Stop saying your vote doesn't count. Trust me. The fact that you keep saying your vote doesn't count, or when you say, no be Nigeria, if I do, I'm not, it no go matter. Stop saying that. I hear that a lot from Nigerians, and that's what breaks my heart. The fact that a lot of you do not even if you don't have hope in the government, have hope in the people. Have hope in the people that are not in government. Have hope in the people that are around you. Knowing full well that if you all come together like you did during the protest, you can do a lot. Even without an obvious leader. Have hope in yourself. Have hope knowing that if you sweep your neighborhood, if you keep sweeping your neighborhood and leaving it clean, one day you just see it in the paper or social media, you hear the cleanest street in Lagos State. It will be your place. And all of a sudden, the next street might want to do the same, because when people now say, you see your own street, dirty people, look at this one, how clean it is, it will affect them and they will want to be like you. Stop saying it's Nigeria, there's no hope. So stop saying it's panel now. What panel? Who will they all prosecute? This one, that one. No. This panel that they're setting up does not have politicians in it. It's not about a political party. It's not about a religious sect. It's not a tribalistic.
About an ambitious person.
It's not. Yes, it's not about trying to do something and then they promote you. No,
career.
It's about gathering data of corrupt police officers, prosecuting them, and compensating their victims. That's what this panel is about. Take that as your win. Everybody out there that has protested, even if it's just tweeting, this panel is your win. Take this win. Follow up, get involved. In fact, even as I do monitoring spirit on social media, monitor them. Make sure they don't lose focus. Make sure they don't lose focus. Get this win, get this particular win, especially for the people we lost on the 20th of October. Stop saying, yeah, he's in Nigeria, they'll mess everything up. No, if you're there watching them, if all of you are there watching them, they will not mess it up because you are all there watching them. But when you are not there, they will play, they will do whatever, and it will be lost, and you would fail, and you would have failed the lives of all those people who died on that 20th of October.
Wow.
Our eyes have opened, our ears have opened. Let's start making positive moves. Get involved. Politics, whatever, local government, senator. We're still coming to National Assembly, those people, and their 128 billion budget. It's one by one. Let's take it one by one.
Amen to that. You have to now do at the end. Why did you do at the end?
I make colored.
Man, thank you so much for coming to Bouqui'S Place. This is the war room. This is where we think. This is where we strategize. We don't have any issues talking it through, knocking heads, agreeing, disagreeing. This is what they do at the strategy table. Thank you so much. We'll watch your YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the full episode, and see you on Thursday with Audu Makori, the owner of Chocolate City. Michael, Michael, Ruggedman, thank you very much for coming, taking time out. God bless you. All right, guys, I'll see you guys.